We're live right now. Okay, though. Let me remove it. And then it's a little bit clearer. Yes. Hello, guys. Good morning. Welcome to today's frolic. Welcome to today's frolic. So join, drop your likes, woto woto. And what's your phone? Your phone? Join and connect session. So be part of it as we move around. Thank you, Ninja African Sport. Hey, Bossede, how are you, darling? Welcome to the show. We're just driving. Okay, now you have a blue jacket, standard moderator. Yes. Good day, Ma. Yes, yes. Bossede, how you doing today? You okay? Okay, now you have a standard, a blue jacket, so you can navigate your way. So just taking a drive, and it's going to be a very short live. Just driving around, checking out something, and after that, and it would have been fine. Yes. Oh, there's a space here. There's space there too. Okay. Wow. Oh, so I'm inside anyway. Thanks for the jacket, ma'am. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Bossede. So we are just here, and I'll wait because Mr. Vico want to pick something, so I'll wait until he's back. Yes. Let's see how the tango looks like. It's quite wow. Wow, wow, guys. So, well, today's a frolic series we are today. So, better. Anyway, very soon, I'm waiting to pick up something here. Then from there, we move on and see a little bit of the city. Hello, Angela. Welcome to the house. Thank you, Angela. I know you're just seeing a wall, but very soon we're going to drive out. I'm just waiting to collect something. Thank you, Angela. Thanks a lot. Grazie, Griffiths. Good morning. Welcome to today's frolic. Drop your likes, woto, as you come into the house. I'm waiting to collect something, then we take a drive round with our normal frolicking. Yes. Good morning, everyone in Victoria. Welcome to the house. The General. Thank you for joining, the General. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You guys are all welcome. I appreciate the effort of joining the show. Just a morning frolic that I do sometimes. It's about connect, join and connect. Yes, but it's boring here looking at the wall. But very soon I'll be driving around. So I'm waiting to collect something. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks a lot for joining the show. Hope you guys are doing okay. So, wow, this is Join and Connect. And very soon we see how it is. The weather here, it's about zero. Last night was a -6. But today it's going to rainstorm and all that in the night, in the evening. I hope it will allow me to go first for my swimming. Because I swim Tuesdays and Saturday. So once I have that, then I can build up my body, my energy level for the whole week. So I never miss that. It's cold here too. Yes. How many degrees do you have, Angela? How many degrees do you have? Yep, we're driving out the road. It's a little bit. Wow, the screen shows exactly where we are. The reverse model, it's quite okay. So let's see. Came in here to check on something. So we're through. Kazan, darling. Welcome to the house. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So now I'm driving out, and it's quite a cold day here. 10 degrees here. So cold. 10 degrees is not cold, man. 10 degrees is very good. Yeah. Last night we had -6. I think we should be okay. It's 2 degrees right now. 2 degrees right now. Hello, Ransford Fitty. Welcome to the house, Ransford. Ransford, I think you have a channel. So let me just give you a blue jacket in case you want to connect with somebody. Okay, now, Ransford, you have a blue jacket now. Yes, you have a blue jacket now, so you can just put it on and connect with whoever you want to connect. If you're trying to build your channel, this Frolicking series, most times this is what we do here. And let's get on the highway. Angela Kazan, grazie Griffiths. 10 degrees is cold in the US. What do you mean 10? Well, it depends. Is it 10 degrees centigrade? Because the way you guys call your own, I don't seem to follow it. I only know about the European own. Now, when you said 10 degrees centigrade here, it's almost nothing compared to being minus. But right now here it's a 2. But in the night it was -6. But this evening, I think it's going to be, snowing again heavily, and probably is it a rainstorm or something. So it's going to be a little bit wet, but I just hope it will allow me to. It's cruising day. Yes, cruising day. Yes. It's cruising day. That is with the Frolicking series is about cruising with the car, looking at the environment, not just sitting inside and talking. At least you see a little bit of places from other countries, you know. It's good for the brain. Gracia Griffiths, they said 7, it's 7 degrees, but feeling like 0 in my location. Yes, if it's windy, then it makes it colder. But if there's no wind, then actually you can really be to have a wind, then it's colder. Hello, Lucy Warren, darling. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Lucy. Lucy, how many degrees are you right now? How many degrees? Guys, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm over the winter. Okay. Yep. Walters. Hello, Walters. Welcome. Thanks for joining the show. Okay. Big blessings. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Hit the like button, guys, as you come into the house. Hit the like button. We're in the freeway, highway, so let's see the environment here. Sometimes I like to take a cruise out, at least leave the comfort of the house for a little bit and then move on. Yes. So sort of yourself, guys. Introduce yourselves and meet up with others, connect with others. That's why almost everybody has a blue jacket. Only if you don't want a blue jacket or you are not a content creator, but even if you are not, but try to give somebody that subscribe to somebody to help somebody to grow. Yes. Kazan Vico, sightseeing and counting red cars like Mora. Yes. That is true. That's the highway. Anyway, we're going to go around and enter the highway right now. It's 6:30 a.m. here, Angela. Wow, 6:30 a.m. While our local time here is 12:28. Should I say p.m. because it's past midday. That's the Central European time. Amsterdam time. So it's nice, 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 nice weather, but no sun anyway. But the weather is nice. So right now hitting the highway. Yes, beautiful weather. Hit the like button, guys. Let's raise the likes up. Yes, Ransford. I loved counting the Argentinian and cars, red cars. Ransford, you've come with the Argentinian shenanigans. My God, the Argentinian lady, Roro is just counting on all the stuffs and more donations to construct or rebuild or repent, refurbished or refurnished the junkyard. Oh my God. There are people that just wake up and expecting others to go to works, 8 to 5 and come back and count and splash the money just like for somebody to refurbish a house that was already refurnished. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's something else. Vico, hope Kenya can see Europe has a lot of bare land for building, not only his swamp yard. Yes, he doesn't see that. These are the freeways. These are, with all the farmlands here, far and wide, very deep. And very soon now, they'll start planting flowers. Normally, these areas, they use flowers and what does she said he used for his horses? Forgotten. So all this, they do that all over here, and they create some small canals. They link it up, some small, to give water for the farmland. So well, Kenya is still there to grow. Transport said all adjectives for the Argentinian house is valid. Yes, so they're looking for money. Argentina is looking for money to buy a land or buy a house or refurbish a junkyard, while the junkyard one in Poland too is looking for money. She wants to buy a land or build a house. Hey, Pietro will collect everything from him. She just went signing everything in the marriage day. What the boy understood for signing was fine, but what they asked her to sign, nobody interpreted anything. There was no translator, and she just signed because she wanted to be married. Wow. What a beautiful story. I think Pietro will walk away with a lot while she will lose. She will lose everything. Grazie, Angela. Wow. That's early. Here it's 11:30 a.m. and morning. Yes. In England, I think you guys are 1 hour behind us. We're 1 hour ahead of you guys. That's what it is. Transferred. Hey, Lucy Warren, try to navigate your way around, Lucy. Okay. Yes. Angela, you live in the UK. Yes, Angela is in the UK. And Kazantu is in the UK. I think Kazantu is in the UK. So you guys are many there. You guys are quite many there. And Lucy too. Lucy too is in the UK too. I am Lucy. It's also in the UK. So you guys I think you guys better arrange for a meet in which everybody will meet, maybe in London during summer or somewhere, have a good time. Gracia, here I usually sleep at 6:30 a.m. No, I'm in the US. Angela is in the US? Oh, okay. Then we have two Angelas. We have two Angelas in our group, I think. I think Zim too, yes. Zim too is there too. EBB Potes too, EBBZ2 is also there. Is she in Dublin or somewhere there? Yes. Okay, you live in Virginia. Okay. Then there's another Angela. There's another Angela that lives in England. There's another one. Yes. Also, yes. And Kazan Vico, so true. Dimona signed her life away. Pietro has secured his future long-term financial goal. Exactly. And she won't be able to run away from it because she's going to take a residency there. And with that residency there, then she's obligated to all the laws there. Even in as much as she presents her profession as a YouTuber, in which obviously from whatever she earns, she's going to be taxed. She has to pay tax on it. So with that, Pietro has a 50% of that. But it was so bad that she could go there, get married. There was no official interpreter. I thought the guy that sat next to her was the translator of it. No, that was Pietro's senior brother. That's what we heard. And then sometimes you have this prenup and all that arranged by the local government. The day of the marriage, they bring out, you sign, you have your own, I have my own. But there was nothing there. Everything was just a general. It was like what Pietro wanted. And she signed. And they could have asked her, you wanted and you need an interpreter, but they didn't ask her anything. Her own was just to sign and jump, happy. Well, it's good. Let's see how it's going to go. Let's see how it's going to go. Yes. Angela, Emma lay down until I get up for work at 7:30 a.m. Okay, Angela. Thanks a lot. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm still happy that you were here. Thanks a lot. Okay. Guys, hit the like button. And Gracia Griffith said, Kazan, real talk. That's the Polish way. Biggest scammer in Europe. Of course, we know them. We know them by their fingertips. We know them. We can smell them. And nothing was done very properly there. I think she had, in fact, if you guys watch Black Beauty yesterday's analysis, it was right on spot. You see, because this place is just next door to Germany. So the laws there, most people living in Europe, we know how it functions. So, but her own subscribers, we don't know what it is that takes them so much to believe in her, or they just want to be entertained. So that's the problem. Yes. So Kazan said, yes, Vico DM is also planning to go back to Kenya to hide her assets using her family members as she did during Jam Toss case. She did the same. Yes, that's true. She's going to put everything on the father's name. But she has to also be clever enough, because the father has other two siblings in which he abandoned. You guys remember his first wife. He abandoned two boys. Everywhere. It's just it's something within the circle in the family. Mora would say the father abandoned him. Where was he? And the children that Machete Man was his father, as much as you know. Then Machete Man too abandoned his two sons from the first wife because of Esther. And what will those children say to him if Machete Man was to go back to their bed? If something were to happen now to him, if he puts everything on his name and something were to happen, the Kohera children, the Machete Man children that he abandoned, they will be part of that property too. So while Dee thinks of hiding all his assets under the father's name, she has to reflect. Probably, maybe she'll put it on the mother's name. I think so. She could put it on the mother's name. Yeah. Well, Kazan said, Gracia, she will soon know the tingo, obviously. Pietro behaves like he doesn't know what he's doing. The family, as if they don't know what they are doing. They know very, very well that this is a naive African girl that is desperate to be married. And Pietro can tell them exactly how much she would have been making. Obviously, they will know if they have to even go to the social blade with her subscribers, with all the people coming in. They see everything. They will know exactly how much she earned every month. And with that, they'll arrange everything with Pietro, how to deal with her, how to clean her up at the end of the day. I just hope she's not planning to buy something in Poland. If she does, then she's in trouble. Big time, man. Then she will know that Pietro, this guy is not just a small boy, but wise, because these are people that, everybody knows these people that are also scammers too, that scammers too, everywhere, they know. Yeah, that's what it is. So Kazan said, Vico, very true. Everything Conrad owned will also be shared between his two sons in Kisi. That is true. That's true. That's what people don't know. This might be why Kenge is disowning Kohera. Yes, he can't disown Kohera, but he should also look at it in the other way, that if he claims that Kohera abandoned him, and what about Machete Man that he's now claiming as a father? The Machete Man too abandoned 2 boys just to stay with his mother, abandoned them completely. And they said the only time he showed up was when the first wife died. And even that, then there was a plan to lynch him until somebody told him, hey, you better get out of this place. If not, the villagers are almost going to lynch you. And he ran away. So that was the only time they said he saw those kids after how many years that he abandoned their mother. And they were very small kids by then, just like Mora too. So he cannot claim Machete Man. Machete Man is the best father other than Kohera. They are all the same product. They're all people of the same product. Yes, Walter, self-drive. Thanks a lot, Walter. Lovely weather here, lovely. A little bit of is that the sun or moon there? Sun, a little bit there. We can see that, yes. So Kazan, yes, Vico, unfortunately, GM has publicly announced that she owns assets in Kenya. She will be forced to declare the wealth. Yes, that's true. I think, and then the Polish law too, they're asking him to declare what and what that she has to. When she's about getting all her papers and all that, there are places or tax to make tax declaration and all that, because her earnings now, if she has a permanent residence now in Kenya, in Poland, then she's obliged to pay tax from her YouTube earnings too. She'll be obliged to pay tax too. So that's what she doesn't know. Hello, Fabulous Nuts. Welcome, darling. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. Hit the like button, guys. Machete Man, Ransford said Machete Man is worse. He abandoned 2 sons. Of course, Machete Man is the worst. Abandoned and ran away with Esther that had a child, that had a son for this man, and had also a daughter that wasn't Kohera, but Kohera took her in. Probably Con Mom was looking for shelter for her and her daughter, being a single mother by then, and only Kohera could help her out. And from there they got married. Probably Kohera thought it was love, not knowing there was no love there, that she was just trying to use him. And after that, call him a pig, because the last interview that Kohera left, that he wanted her to have the pain, feel the pain of what he felt, and even being called a pig. Man, that's a big statement. A very big statement that we never even heard of this. So does it mean that Con Mom slept with a pig all those years, slept and made a child with a pig? Man, these are questions that needs to be well analyzed, honestly, because each time I saw that very clip, and I said, oh my God, so she tamed this man to be a pig, and yet she married him. She even had a son with a pig. Oh la la. There's nothing we wouldn't see here. Wow. So Anthony, darling, welcome. Thanks for joining the show. Eventually, Machete Man's first wife became mental before passing on. Yes, because of what he had to go through. He couldn't believe he could abandon them, abandon even the kids. And they said there was no help, and the kids were living under complete abject poverty. Because even after that, the woman could not remarry again and was raising the 2 boys alone. And she just could not imagine that. So and the woman went mental, sort of. Yes, we heard about that story. And that was why when he went for the funeral and the news got to him that you have to disappear immediately, if not they're about to lynch you, and he ran away. So Machete Man can never be a better person than Kohera. Yes. Both of them abandoned it, while Kohera was only one. Yes. So Kazan said Vico Kenge is scared of Condat and the thought of sharing his villa and land with two kissy men, plus Lady Jess in the mix, Conrad will favor his own blood. Of course, who wouldn't do that? He will favor his own blood. So I think, to some extent, that uh, most of the things that Kohera is even saying, sometimes he's also afraid of the future for Mora with this very man, knowing he has kids too. He has those kids too, because if something will happen today to him too, those kids will come out for a piece of what he left behind, and it will be an all-time war among them. The two boys there. Then he has Lady J and the sister, two of them, So 4 kids going. So Mora will be the only one left out. But anyway, we'll see how it will happen. Snyder, he keep binnen the lijnen blijven. Okay, bedankt Snyder. Hoe gaat het met jou, Snyder? Well, comes good. Yes, bedankt. So, and the Ranford said, Kenga isn't smart. He has enough resources to build a new house outside the view of GoPro and move there when ready. That's true. That's true. He's not being wise enough. He's just depending on. I don't know why he has not really been able to concentrate. He has a lot of. What should I say? The potentials. He has, good supporters, in which he should be able to do something better. But his investments are not the lucrative type. Those type of investment, horse breeding and all that, man, when will you even make really something out of it? The fish pond too, nothing really. We didn't see anything happening there. If you have to take into consideration the money that he invested in it, even though it's not his money. If it were to be his money, he would have been more serious. That's what I see there. Hello, Passage Finder. Welcome. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot, Passage Finder. So most of the investments, I think, because it's not a personal funds from his own pocket, I think that's why he's not been able to concentrate to get it to work. That's why it's not working, because when you invest from your personal funds, obviously your target is to succeed, it's to make it lucrative. But for this one, after this one, because the begging continues, so it's not his money. So does he really care? He does not really care. He doesn't really care. When he falls now, this one fall, they will join another business. And the donors are there, hello, I need this, I need back. And the begging continues. And the money keeps coming in. So what can we say? That's what it is here. So guys, you guys see some beautiful sceneries here too. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Passage Finder, Answer Antoinette. Kenge has a lot of money in his bank. He is living off donations, of course. Kenge is very smart. With his finances, he doesn't joke with it. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly, has a lot. So he's just living day by day from the donors' money. And obviously, just as he had said, that he can conveniently spend $3,000 a day without problem. So if somebody that says he can spend $2,000 a day, man, watch out. Then he has a lot, man. Yeah. So Kazan said Vico Kohera addressed Kenge and the land being taken away from him by Conrad and told him it's too late because Conrad has gone beyond the bridge by owning the land officially. That is true. I think to some extent, Kohera is even trying to protect him by dropping those small advices sometimes, but he doesn't see the danger. But Conrad, Kohera can see the danger. Kohera knows Machete Man, very well. So, but the son doesn't see it that way. That's the problem. Fabulous Notes, thanks a lot. Passage Finder. Already hit it, Vico. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Antoinette, yes. Wow. Fabulous Notes, how you doing? Wow. How you doing, dear? Wow. Well, I'm almost home. So anyway, I'll talk a little bit in the car before we leave. That's a small water there. We do skating there by the small canal here, but it's not strong enough. It's not strong enough. Once it's strong enough, all the kids come skating on the water here. All the kids come skating in the water here, but it's not strong enough for today. So we wait until it's strong enough. This is where I could have learned, could have been my first place to learn skating, but nowhere. I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to break my my old bones. Fabulous Not. This family has more drama than mine. Yes, a lot and a lot of drama there, guys. Doing well from sun, cold day here. Yeah, Fabulous Nuts. I think you're, where are you? In Virginia or Atlanta? I think somewhere around. Somewhere around. Well, we have some friends here from America here, so you guys can connect too. So it's quite a lot to really talk about here. But well, we'll see how it goes in the evening. Let's see what Kohera is going to drop today. And well, he has apologized. I think he's done the right thing by not attacking him and just allowing things to go to lie, low. It's a better way. It's for the responsible person to do. And well, he said, if others are eating, I thank you first of all for bringing YouTube to this village. But if others are eating, okay, Virginia, 1 hour from Virginia, Carolina, North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina. Then I think this person is in Virginia. Let's see who was in Virginia here this morning. Is it Angela? I think Angela. Angela should be from Virginia. Angela. I think I saw. Who was that from Virginia this morning? I think Angela. Yes. I think it's Angela. Yes, Angela. Angela is from Virginia. Angela, yes. I grew up in Richmond, Virginia. Okay. But now you live in North Carolina. Oh, it's just an hour drive. It's not far. It's not far. So let's see what will happen this evening. Kazan, Vico, so it means Kohera is not Kenge's dad, because Kenge said it's only Con mom who knows his biological father. Wow, Kenge exposing Con mom as a cheater. That's exactly what Kohera was saying. Said if not, Kohera too is open to DNA testing. But I think Con mom really offended, really hurt Kohera. But Kohera too, after you were able to move on and marry 2 wives and father other children, I think Kohera too could have just allowed the whole thing to die off, concentrate on his own reaction to make money too. Like Con Mom too is a reactor. So Kohera too is also entitled to be a reactor too. But it depends on who is he going to react on. That was the problem here. But I think he tried to be a little bit in the middle, and he also has a lot of large support base people support too. So I think he could have done, agree with him. Where was Kohera when Marwa was in his teen and 20s? Nobody could have stopped him from seeking Marwa out then. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's exactly what I reacted yesterday. That if he were not, he wasn't paying even his school fees, that it wasn't right for him to come out at this point. That at least supposed to have been able to, help him out with school fees. But neutral as of yesterday, what is he talking about? That there is one content that Mora made and said the father was sending him school fees. So at this point, we don't even know who is saying the truth. We don't know, because the Neutron said yes that there was a content one time that Mora made and said that the father was supporting with his school fees. So now, he said that he was going to find out that content to bring it out, because he was saying, but what is Mora talking that? Where was the father when he was going to school, that he didn't help him drop the fees? But Neutron said, no, there was a video one time that he made and said the father was supporting him. So Probably when he brings it out, we'll see exactly who is saying the truth. But if it is true that he never supported him during school, then that one was wrong. Because as a teacher, as a trained teacher, he knows that education is also very important. So if he could train these ones, like the last video that he made, that he was asking people, telling people that he was going for the son's graduation. One of the son was graduating. He studied education. So we could say that he's somebody that would want all his kids to be educated. So if he didn't do that for Mora, then it is very, very wrong on his part. Yes. So, and Kazan said, Vico, we can also say it's only Roro who knows the biological dad of Mitoto. Just to say, Gitiriba, just to say, Gitiriba was loved by the Argentinian family. Because there's so many scenarios. Some people will say, oh, the face looks like Gitiriba, and some will say, oh, the lips looks like, or the back, the back head looks like the Kohera. Well, for me, the back head looks like Kohera. The lips, but and the mouth looks like the father. And some kids at the early stage, they hardly bring out the resemblance, hardly come out until a little bit when they grow. Probably when the child is like 3-4 years, I think that's when we will be able to see the full resemblance of who he looks like. But certainly he hasn't got anything Argentinian. The Argentinian part of that is missing. That's what I see there. So, and Antoinette said, David said he used to go to an uncle to get money. And who was that uncle? That's what we don't know. An uncle, because even we hear stories like this to uncle, and whereas that uncle was really the biological dad of a child, we hear it, we saw a lot of it in the internet. So, man, but that family is something else, honestly. It's a case study that needs to be studied very, very well, because it's like the more you look, the less you don't even understand which direction again, most of these things are coming from. Kazan said the passage finder, according to Kohera, Con mom used police to intimidating him in his home. Plus, we know how brutal Condat is. Hence, we can see Kohera's side of the story, my opinion. Yes, I have, Kazan. This has always been my opinion, that having to be an enemy with a rival with Machete Man, as of 30 years ago, when he was still very strong, and the Kohera, as he called himself that time, he said that they look at him as a weak man because of his disability. As I said, it would have been almost impossible for Kohera to match Machete Man's anger in any circumstance. It's only the mom that could have made arrangement. Okay, please don't come. I don't want a fight between you and my present love bed. If you need to drop something for the child, drop it in my parents' house or something. She could have easily made that arrangement. But I think that woman is the whole problem. Is the problem of the whole all what that is happening today. She should be held responsible, honestly. It's a real catastrophe. The woman didn't do well, honestly. Didn't do well at all. So Ransford said, I thought what Kenge said. Okay. Passage Finder said, I think baby M is Marwa's child. Of course, I believe so. I believe it's his baby. With time, the resemblance features will come out. I believe so. So Ransford said, I thought what Kenge said was there was an uncle who was friend to Con mom, who was helping him with fees and food. But which of this uncle is this? Was it a brother to Kohera, or a brother, or another person that we don't even know? Because some uncles could also become a biological father of a child. We see that often, that they said, uncle used to come and visit us. Uncle used to give us this one. We can even remember the case of the king of Spain, that that child that now has now been officially recognized, that the king used to visit her until she was 18, and it was them like a uncle, giving her everything. And she didn't know it was the biological father. So that is in Europe. In America, we see that often. So it's possible this uncle they're calling, who knows whether that uncle one day through DNA will now be officially recognized as their biological father. Because Lady Jess said the same thing. This one said the same thing. Then, which one is Machete Man's child? Oh my God. Oh my God. Cousin Antoinette, yes, I remember Lady Jess saying one mom had a lover he called uncle who gave them gifts and money. Yes, it's true. Con mom is another thing. Steve, welcome to the house, Steve. Thanks. That's Gitiriba's DNA. Thanks a lot, Steve. Welcome to the house. Cousin Steve, welcome. Passage Finder, yes, fabulous notes. Okay, Passage Finder. Kazan Kohera could have tried harder when Marwa grew up 20 years ago. Why now he wants to know when Marwa is a man? Yes, that is true. That is true. He wants to know now because now Marwa is now a man. Marwa now has money. So right now, for him, there's truth there. To some extent, there's truth there. Why now? Because right now, he's now a man. And you are now coming to look for him. Right now, he opened doors, flood doors of YouTube, and you could see the house because the Kohera too, if you guys remember initially when he was started this YouTube, he talked about, expelling life, and that even that house that they're living, that he is still part of that house too that they're living, that Con Mom built that house, that Con Mom took a loan, all the land that they own, because only Con Mom had a regular job, a paid job, that he took a loan to buy the properties, all the houses that they're living in, that he is part of it as far as she is still his official wife, traditional wife, because she wasn't. I don't know whether she's now married. They thought about that time in the church or what have you. I don't know. So Kohera too started already thinking about the property of Esther. So I think his eyes too, if we also have to say the truth, also it's about the wealth, the new money, newfound fame that Marwa has been able to bring to both his parents, the mother, by building that house. Anyway, one video he made, he said, I wasn't the only one. I only contributed. But the land was already there. I only contributed to the house, to build the house. So I think the mother's money, Machete Man's some small money is there, and the land too would have been owned between the mother and Machete Man. So by the Kohera, the first this thing that he made, the first content that he made, he put his eyes there, that all those things are his own, that he's going to, he said, you never know, I will come back and take my wife, Esther, if I want, Esther will come back with me, you can go back, you are fired, he said all that stuff. So to some extent too, I think Kohera just coming just when when the bed has already been made. Yeah, so he wants a piece of the action, but it's good that he came in. It's also good he has the right to become a creator to reactor too, just like on mom too. He's doing his own too. But I think both sides. I cannot say both sides. Any of them are right. You know, both sides needs to work on it and correct all these mistakes. That's why I see the Yvette, darling. Thank you, Yvette. Welcome. So and let's see. And Steve said Kazan, Jintu said Mora was dripped before the gaming with Madame R. Yes, but it was fake. Steve, remember, because when that period, Strongman and Strongman family, they were there. And when that saga happened between them, even Mrs. Strongman mentioned, he said that he said it was a fake, that dribble was fake, that it was to get attention of the donors. And we remember that Mr. Strongman said, who does that? That will fake a sickness and put a needle, as if there was a needle, they put bandage just to deceive people. So With Kenge, man, you see a lot, a lot. So I still remember when he made that, she made that video. Yes. So if it attend this, hello, yes. And the passage finder Kazan Kohera did not care, or he could have found a way, and the Marwa does not have to care about him now. My opinion. Yes, that's true. That's true. Everybody has his own right. You know, choose what that best fits you. As he said, that he's a grown-up man, and he has the right to decide on what to do. And well, he was even kind enough to have waited till now to say something. But I think what that triggered him. Hello, Sue. Erin Sue, come on, welcome to the house. I think what that could have really triggered him to come out now was when he said that even your own friends, even when they donate for you, at the end of the day, you take donations here, and you call them, what does he call them? You know, that last clip that he made, I think would have triggered that. Then when he also said that D, what about this child? When you talk about Maisha, why wasn't her child seen in that party, the birthday party of Maisha? Now that was another bump, because we never knew that D had a child. And where is that child? Now everybody's suspecting probably the child is with Winnie. The child is with Winnie. Oh my God. So this is another bombshell. But why would she want to hide that child? And with whom did she hide the child with? Because it could be something, there could be something wrong here. Who was the father of that child? Why would a child be hidden? Why would you hide a child? So there must be something really, really serious about this. Probably this is, it's like breaking a camel's back. This is what that Mora said, no, I can't wait anymore. Let me say something to just put this man in his corner. If not, he's going to come out with all the family secret. All the secret will be on the table. Because nobody, none of us, maybe people in the village, obviously they know that she had a child. Where is the child? You're talking about Maisha. Whereas you had a child, why didn't you invite Maisha? Why didn't you invite that child to Maisha's birthday? You're talking about somebody's birthday, whereas you have your own. Why hide it? Who is the father of that child that is being hidden? What happened? So guys, there's a lot here, man. There's a lot here. So let's see. And Steve said, Kazan, Mora's boys especially, that's Kitty Rivers, entered his bedroom during and after the party. Yes. They all entered. And we don't know what really happened there anyway. So Kazan said, passage finder, let's appreciate that Kohera is trying now. It's never too late to mend breaches. However, Kenge with the justified reason also has a right to make his own decision. He faces the music alone. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, he's trying to, you know, come up with something. It's like, I don't see any of them better than any. They're all the same. They're all the same. The other one abandoned 2 kids with a wife to come and put up with somebody that was already married with a child, with another child. You know, 2 kids. Winnie's father was never there. We don't know who the father is. So Kohera even did her good by taking her in with a child that was not his own. And even with that, you had a child with this one, you still abandoned. So both sides, none of them are good. Both sides, they need to work on their differences. They need to repair this relationship. Both sides, both sides. I don't really take sides on any of them. But the only thing that I was against was that if Kohera as a teacher, could not fund Mora's education, because being a teacher, it teaches you that you have to, you know, you raise kids to be educated, to give them a future. Then you neglected yours. You couldn't raise him, at least fund for his education. That was the only part that I was disappointed about Kohera as a teacher that teaches children, that try to raise kids to become better people in the future through education. Why couldn't he fund his own child education? That was the only part that I said, Kohera, this very one, if it's true that you didn't help Mora during school, this very one, you're very, very wrong. But yesterday, Neil's friend said no, that there was a video out there, that content that Mora met some time ago, long time ago, and said that his father funded his education. That she was going to find out, look for that video. So until we see that video, then we compare who is saying the truth here or so, probably. But now Kohera is even apologizing. I'm sorry, I didn't do enough. I think he's been able to sit back and the things that he probably could have done better. But I think with somebody like Machete Man, he had no chance to succeed. He had no chance to near there. If Con mom asked him, don't near, and knowing that guy was a big bully, man, he could have finished him, break even that one leg that is still working well. Hello, Quickie Lily, darling, welcome. Thanks for joining the show. Thank you. Soul Sister, darling, welcome, welcome. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yes. So Kazan said, Yvette, Lady J is going to get a share of the Bela land from Condat. Obviously. Obviously. Condat is gathering everything down for his children. That is what Mora does not really understand. If something happened now, that is, if something were to happen now to Condat and all the kids will come out, that is when he will know that they'll tell him, look, Condat is not your father. You can go to your father's side and they search for property. Here, everything is ours. I have seen this a lot of times whereby they think they are siblings. When something happened, even a mother telling a daughter, I know of somebody like that. He said, my own mother told me, you don't share the same father with your sister and your brother. It is their property. And she was so shocked. And yet she trained these two siblings. She trained them as a senior sister. She trained them. She even brought them to Europe. She contributed one. She brought one fully on her own. Then the other one, she added money with the mother to bring. And when something happened and the mother said, hey, remember, you don't have any right there. They are not your full sibling. And she was so shocked. She was so devastated up till today. They're not intense because of that. So that scenario can happen to Mora, whereby if something happened, she wants a piece of this. And they'll tell him, no, sorry, go to Kohera. You are not from here. Our father is our father. You have your father, go to your father's side to fight. So all that, those are small points that Kohera tried to put into Mora. Look, as a first son, you have ancestral land here that will become yours by tradition. So I think he tried to put in some few points and he tried, but it's just that probably it was too late. It was too late. Catching up, it was too late. Could have started much earlier. Yes. So Steve, yes, chill. Child, Nasto, the chameleon on the radar too. Yes, about that child, it's possible. Who knows whether Nasto was even the father, whether it is the river, whether who knows, we never know. But one day, as Kohera had opened the knot a little bit, I think somebody else will add the link, and we will come to know who was the father. That child needs to be hidden from the public, from everything, completely, as if a child like that never existed. You're talking about Maisha. And why not your own? Why? What is there to hide? How can you hide a child? Why would you hide that child? Why? Is there something wrong? Or who is the father? Or does the father make the difference? Bring this, this hidden agenda? Or has this, what should I even say? There must be something wrong somewhere, but we will know. Ransford said yes. So, Quickie Lily, I love you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. How is Germany? How is your weather there, Quickie? Yeah, it's colder here. It's 2 degrees here. We have here right now. Yes, I think you guys should be almost the same thing too. Yes. So, Ransford, Kohera, and the Condat both depend on con moms to raise a Kenge. That is true. That is true. That is true. That is true because she was the only one that had a paid job. Yeah, she had a paid job, but with a Kohera too had a paid job as a teacher. But Machete was just a man that roamed around with the banga, sorry. So welcome, Quickie. Yes, fabulous notes. Thanks. Connect with each other, guys. So Yvette said Marwa should develop his view of fatherland. His subscribers would support him. Obviously, and there is a dry land, and that could even open a new chapter in his life. People will be more interested. People will be so happy to see them reconcile and all that, because that's his biological lineage and not Machete Man. Machete Man, the two boys that are there, can he match them? The two boys, probably they can also be as crazy as the father. Yeah. So when the time comes and you go there, who are you going to fight? You fight two men there, then you fight Lady J and the sister. That time they tell you, sorry, go to your father's side. This one belongs to our father. How is he going to cope? Then that time he will be a lone man. Yeah. Then he will say, oh my God, I thought we were real sisters. So I can see Agama and Daisy, yes, saying that. Obviously, they'll say it without looking back. They'll say it. It's about property. When it comes to property, people's eyes are open. So the passage man, I think I think at some point Marwa needed help from Kohera, but Kohera took no notice of him because he wanted to spite Con Mom. Some men are like that, forgetting that kids grow up and develop mind. That's true. Some people, once there's separation, you see that because of one partner, they will just abandon the child just to punish the other one. So, okay, you take care of the child there, just to punish the other one. But at the end of the day, it affects the child as the child grows up, and that is at that age, growing up at that age, feeling abandoned, that abandonment lives with them, remain with them, because at that age they are not even able to understand. And when the mother would have taken him away, he cannot even remember the period, because probably he was also almost the age of Maisha. And look at what at this age with Maisha, what does Maisha knows about Africa? It's only the photos that he will grow up to see, if the mother prevails him from seeing or having any connection with Kenya or with the father. It's only the photos that he will see and remember, oh, this is how I was, this is how I was. Even at 5 years, it's also difficult, or 4 years even. It's also even difficult. Only 4-year-old children, what they will remember is only kids that have been in areas of war, that they could still remember the trauma of war, bombs and everything. They could live with that. I remember as a 4-year-old when there was war in my place, as a 4-year-old, till today, I remember the houses we used to run into. I live with that fear. So that's why sometimes when I see most of these wars on the TV and I see children, I say, oh my God, they're going to live with it. And from 4 years, 5 years, it's never going to go away from their mind. They will remember everything because they live with the trauma for years. So I think with Mura, he might have forgotten that part of his life. Probably, if he ever remember anything, probably could have been during when Machete was maltreating him. Where is my real father? Why didn't he come? So that is another trauma from that period. He will remember suffering and hoping one day that the father was going to show up. The father that will never show up. The father that will only show up when he has made it. So, and this brings, a very big what should I even say? And it's something that is not going to go away quietly, but I wish he could be reasonable enough to let that part of his life go. Now you have everything. Try to rebuild this, trust with him. Not even trust. You don't even need to talk to him on a daily basis, but let there be that connection that, well, you have now reconciled. Build it up gradually. It doesn't need to be an everyday father. No, you have reconciled, but it doesn't need to be an everyday rapport, but at least a little rapport to keep it going. That's what I see here. So, and Kazan said, yes, the passage finder, you are wise and doesn't reason like Kenge. And obviously, your choices of decision would not affect you in future or your generation. Kenge isn't sensible. He echoes other people's thoughts. Yeah. He's not, what should I say? His way of thinking. What Kenge is just interested in is just about his money, making his money and all that. He doesn't take into consideration a lot of things, a lot of factors about life, how life could be in the future, how can he improve and, mellow down a little bit. take back a reflection, learn and said, well, it had happened, it had happened. What else can I do? Is there a way out? But he's always on the hard side. But it's a pity that he even waited this long before even saying something, coming out. Yes, Yvette said land from grandparents cause so much problem. Yes, it's always true. It's true. And Yvette said Kohera has his father and motherland, loads of it. Yes, he has a lot of it. He has a lot of it. He has a lot of it. But as a first son, Mora is entitled to probably more than the other siblings. That's the African tradition. The first son gets more land than the others, even though most countries now, they try to make a law that every child, even including with the women, has a right to the family's property. Yes, so Passage Finder Kazan, what are you saying? Law? Yeah. Anthony the Yvette, I think Kohera has 13 children. Wow. So lots of land will be small portions for each. Well, 13 children, that's a lot. Anyway, from the 2 wives, six kids, plus Mora making the 13th. Oh my God, my God. Oh my God, Passage Finder, who feels it knows it, bro. Yeah, that's true. And Sofiti, as Kenge is a polygamist, yes, it is likely that Rocio will prevent the son from getting close to his dad. Obviously, obviously. Once that child start learning Spanish now, the English will start slowing down, and he will concentrate on that side. And before you know, they tell him story about Africa. The mother tell him 1, 2, 3. Then with the mentality there, if the burn is no more there, once the burn is severed, then it will be severed forever. So Mora needs to work on that. He needs to work on that. Yeah, if not, it looks like a generational cause. It's like it's transferring. What he went through, now going through the son too is also going to do the same to him. Well, we pray it shouldn't happen, honestly. But you find us around 40 years, lots of women are like that. But the child suffers in the end. That's true. That's true. Most women, because of the father didn't want them, they take the child away. But this very one is that she didn't want Mr. Kohera. As Mr. Kohera said, he called him pig. She called him pig. So I'm wondering, how could you have made a child with a pig? So this woman that carry Bible every day praying, 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 this woman can be so mouthy, can use words like that, and yet you're carrying Bible every day, and yet you don't see the need to, bring your house together, to make peace within your house, within your family. And you see, Karen, every day, let's pray, let's pray. That's why I said most people, they just put religion in the front, are big hypocrites, greatest hypocrites. Man, how could you be carrying Bible every day? Let's pray, let's pray. And you can't put your house together. And you had called the man that you had a child with a pig. Oh my God. Then who knows what words he would have used with the child to sever that link from the father. Then he could have described the father as the worst and the worst to sever that link. So that woman is the cause of the problem in that family. She's the cause of the problem. She needs to be held responsible for everything. And it's only her. She's the only one that can also fix the problem. That's what I see there. So yes, fabulous nuts. That's true love. So, Soul Sister, my thoughts on this from my observation, I can see Kohera loved Esther. That is true. And Marwa. Corn Mom wanted a softer life, but landed from the frying pan to the fire. That is it. Kohera seems sensible too, I believe. He tried. Yes, I think he tried. I think he tried, because for her to have married Kohera as a single mother. So Kohera was even good enough to marry her with another person's child and took in that child as his own. Then at the end of the day, it's like Esther just wanted a refuge, just wanted somebody to house her as of that time. He needed a refuge. Or probably she didn't have a house. Then as a single mother, what do I do? Then when he met Kohera, and Kohera opened the door, opened his heart, not knowing that Esther was just looking for a way to hang herself with as a single mother with a child. And at the end of the day, what happened? She hopped out again. Because it's like she was managing the situation. And that's why she would have used that word, a pig. And that word hurt Kohera for over or close to 30 years. Probably 35 years. Who knows? We don't know how old Mora is. It hurt him. That word could remain in his mind. He called me a pig. It's heavy. It's heavy. Honestly, it's a real, it's heavy for a pastor woman. Oh my God. Listening, but have to get dressed. Yes. Okay. Okay. Fabulous. No problem. Kazan said, the passage finder, I hear you. We have parents who mistreated or abandoned their kids where breaches are irreparable. However, no need to abuse the parents. Love them from a distance. Yes, that's true. That's what I said. They don't need to be seen every day, even when they reconcile. From a distance, they can love each other, advise each other once in a while, a little conversation, phone conversation, or once in a while, if they need to drink something outside, they can meet somewhere. Okay, meet me here. Let's have a chat. Let's have a drink, and they drink and they laugh it over. And here you go. And from a distance too, that will also be a good thing for them too. Yeah. So Ransford said, as soon as Kenge starts dating with the hope of producing babies, the Argentinian son will be lost, obviously. Once Madame Roro knows that he's move on now with another woman, man, that relationship will be over. She will call him all the bad names in the world. She will describe him as the worst father, the worst man to the child, that the child at a distance, and will tell her, where are you going? They're going to Africa. Hey, there are so many diseases there. You are going to buy. I've seen it here. I know one Ghanaian lady because she decided to leave. And the child wanted to go and visit her in Ghana. And the father said, where are you going to? In Africa, there are so many diseases. You're going to buy there. Don't go. So many things, so many. And yet, and the father of that lady was a judge. The father objected to that marriage. Objected. But the girl was already pregnant. And the father even disowned her. The father was like a Supreme Court judge. The father disowned her. And he took her in. And they got married and they came. And what happened? What happened there is that when she tried to, the lady had to go by, said, I've lost all my family. I have to go back to my family. I'm not from a poor family. And the child wants to go to visit the mother. And the father said, where? There are so many diseases in Africa. There are diseases. Then the child said, but where did you meet my mother? You met my mother in Africa. The money you made too, you made it from Africa. What you add today is money from Africa. So why are you condemning them? Why don't you want me to see my mother? So I'm talking this in the place of Roro when Kenge has a new relationship and Roro knows about it. Roro will say everything negative about Kenge, will stop the child from going to visit Kenge. Will give all the negative narrative about Africa and Kenge. So that's what we're going to see coming. It's something that's going to come. So, and Pastor Andrew, so true, Bible does not make you a good person. Yes, that's true. And Ransford said, do you think Kenge was exhilarating cognitive dissonance vis-a-vis the generational cause? It could be. At this point, it could be, because it's like even Kenge does not even give a damn anymore. For him, that's his life. That's his life. For him, because sometimes I said probably with his a visual condition, it's like somebody that thinks only one way and doesn't look the other way to evaluate again or wait a little bit to, revisit what he's doing. Am I really right? How can I do it better? No, I think it's just somebody that focuses on just one way, on just what he wants. And sometimes, psychologically, people that behave like that, it's like people that think about only themselves. Only that themselves, but something would have driven him to that point. And it's like he has grown up on that point. So that's what I see here. So Ransford, good point. Yes, and the generation cause spoke to Kenge. Yes, that's what I see here. And Ransford 50, true Kohera might also be doing his part to remove himself from the generational cause. I think so. That's why he felt when he heard that Mituto was gone, and he said, oh my God, that he should try. Why did you allow their son to be taken away? That he should try to get back the son. And for him, I think Kohera thinks it's somebody that reflects, that thinks, and place his son as somebody that is going to go through what he has gone through, that the trauma for him to lose that child too can be very, very heavy, just like the trauma that he is passing through now. So I think that's why he made those content that day. Is Mitoto really gone? Why would you allow your son to be taken away? Then you might not be able to see your son again and all that. Go for Mitoto. So all that is playing out from his own personal experience. So indirectly, he was almost trying to advise Mora, don't go the same way like me. Don't allow this to happen, because this is what that could happen in the future. Yeah. He was trying to guide him, but well, to some time, as a reactor too, he also has to react on other things too. But what can we say? So Ransford said Kenge is okay. Let's see, Vico. Let me use coding kits are up. Kenge, I believe, shots blank cause with his kinky fetish obsession. Kevman, no protection. We could be hearing of more kids out there, not the case. Now, obviously, in the village, we heard that he has more kids, and that's why the gates are open to most of the kids coming in there to play. So those kids are mixed up, his own personal ones and the ones in the village coming in to play in that villa. They're all mixed up so that you wouldn't know which one is really his. But the gates are open for them to come in to play that time, play with Maisha. It's like interacting. So at the end of the day, all the videos made, photos made, when it's time for the truth to come out, he will show Maisha, these kids, this one and this one that used to come in to play with you, they are your biological siblings. So I think Kenge is he's an intelligent man. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. For the kids, the gates are opened. Maybe the parents, the mothers are not allowed, but the kids are allowed. Why are they allowed in? They're allowed in because one or two of them are his own biological children. And they're coming in to play with another biological child in the villa. But right now, it will remain like that. But the videos, the photos will be put to Mitoto. This and these kids I used to play with you, they are your biological siblings. Build up a relationship with them. So Mora knows exactly what people in the West aren't exposed. They assume Africans live on the trees and they interact with animals. They get amused how we can speak good English. Of course, that's exactly what happened. Most don't even have the idea. So when they even see things and they said, are you sure this is your house? They said, yes. Are you sure this is your country, is your place? Then why are you people, what are you people doing here? Most of them said that too. Most of them said that because for them, they believe that probably nothing is really there. There's absolute poverty. There's no food. Nobody's doing well. But they don't know that just like you have poor people in the Western world, you also have poor people in the third world countries. So most of them don't know, they're not even aware of that. So until they see in videos and all that, and they're so shocked and surprised. Yes. So Kazan, Ransford Fiti, well spotted. Kenge is at a breaking point, hyper mania, loading. We will see unbelievable, challenging behavior and maniac reactions. Yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. He said, oh, he doesn't even mind suing. Maybe he's going to sue the father. Who knows? But finder, you're laughing. Yes. Kazan, yes, concur with your sentiment. Yes, guys. Okay, guys, we've had enough for today. Thank you guys for joining. And well, guys, if there's somebody here that hasn't subscribed to Vico Real, please try and click the subscription button too. Please try to support by at least click the likes. That will take my algorithm up and all that. So I'm extremely grateful, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys for today. Let's watch out and see other reactors. Let's see what they have on board for all this that is happening. And I really want to see the video from the news trend that he said that Kenge at one point had said the part that the father supported him while he was studying. I want to see that part so that at least we can confront it with what he said, that where were you? What about the fees? You were not dropping fees. So we have to also see that part. So Soul Sister, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. God bless you guys. And the Ransford, bye-bye, everyone. And Kazan, thanks a lot. Passage Finder, thanks a lot. We've had a field day. Lucy Warren, thanks a lot. And Fabulous Nuts, I love you, love you, love you. And Angela is gone already. Okay, Passage Finder. Okay. Yvette, thanks, darling. Yvette, darling. Thanks a lot. Quickie Lily's gone. And the Walters, thanks a lot. Bye-bye, guys. See you in the next.